Always a delight. Oh, man, I'm gonna get me some new ear weights now that I just saw some of
No,
those new designs. Every year when we go to conference, it's that's one of the booths that I'm always sure to hit up, for personal jewelry, not shop jewelry. And his weights are always on my list and get a new pair or two every year. So
every year at conference, I always buy at least one pair of earrings for myself, plugs, weights, whatever. It's just nice to be able to have that option, and it's like a treat yourself for the one time. Sometimes, maybe I'll grab more, but I actually haven't been to a conference since not being in charge of jewelry. So we'll see what this next year brings. But it's great to see all these vendors coming out and representing what they're all about and bringing awesome jewelry to the table.
definitely. Next up, we've got Quetzalli Jewelry, and I'm really excited. This is going to be our last person on the podcast, or I guess it's not a podcast, a video cast. I don't know what you call
A
it.
live YouTube event
Yeah, there we
of
go,
the
right?
century.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Hey, how are you guys?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for
Styling and
joining us.
profiling.
It's good to see you.
You as well. What's new in your world?
Well, pretty much the same as everybody, getting through the pandemic and doing, okay. I would have to say, keeping my spirits up and trying to still be creative and making jewelry and just I don't know, just doing my thing, but
Excellent.
finding new ways to do it. Recovering from well, now it's not so much, but like it was pretty sad not having APP this year and not being able to see everybody and check out what everybody made and just like to be able to be in contact and just have like that experience that I had taken for granted for all
Mhm.
these years, and finally like I couldn't believe it, but here we are, and I'm glad that you created this because it's been really awesome to see all these other jewelry companies and for them to be expressing about themselves and what they're doing and or what are they inspired by, and it's pretty sweet to be able to see each other in the new modern ways,
Agreed.
2020 style. So yeah, it's good. How about you guys? How's
Uh,
life?
just staying real busy and doing what we can to rethink the way that business is being done and the way that we need to morph into connecting with one another. So it's good, with everything in life comes innovation. So
Yeah,
just moving with it.
so true.
I'm
Yeah, yeah. I
both
think now
parts
we
on that one.
spend more time thinking of what we could be doing
Get to
different.
work doing what I love and just trying to get through it every day by day and adjust accordingly.
That is good. Yeah, yeah. No other way, huh?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do you have any jewelry you'd like to show us? What have you been working on?
Well, what I've been working on, well, we made a little video here that is, let's see if I can, I'm gonna try to do it. Let's see. Yeah. You, that would be pretty good. Yeah. I was so confident about doing it, but now that you're doing it, I'm like, you take over. Yeah. Let's do the gold and then yeah, let's do that.
Wow, so that was quite the collection of things that we saw. That was just there was so much stuff. I don't even know where to begin on what to talk about. It seems like you guys have put a huge emphasis and focus on gold, like looks like a lot of gold ends and gold rings and stuff. And I guess from what I remember of seeing your jewelry at conference over the years, you know, it started out with a lot of organics and things like that. So um, it's really neat to see that you guys have been like evolving and continue to grow and in that manner, and that's really awesome. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about like your gold stuff?
Yeah, well, as you said, like I've always, and I still make, hanging pieces and hoops and stuff. But as we all know, our industry has evolved, and the need for gold has been, increasing, to say it somehow. And I love making jewelry, and I just want to be, like always making more of it. And definitely, like it was a challenge to begin, because when you're making hoops or weights, you want to go big, and that was like for the longest, we're like, heavy, big, really something that really showed. And we're like, okay, so what can you make in 5 millimeters, or
Hmm.
like max 8, or something. So it's been a beautiful journey to begin with. I started, like, I had a small selection, maybe like 10 or 15 pieces that I started from the beginning, a couple of filigree flowers, a couple of things. And I would at first just take orders, but slowly I've been definitely adding to it, and it's been so much fun. It's been really gratifying to see them now, like just, to keep on flowing with what, um, what it's coming, now, like, chains and charms. And I've really gotten into, well, I already was into natural stones. So it only makes sense to translate it to what I make. So we do like everything with natural gemstones. So we do a lot of like, sapphires in all its colors, like yellow sapphire, olive sapphire, white sapphires, not like just the traditionals, the topases, the tanzanites, more classic, the garnets or rubies or citrines. And that's been a lot of fun too, to be scouting out stones and like seeing what you can make with them and how you can like match them and create different like accents by putting together different combination stones. That's been a lot of fun too. And I feel, I feel really proud and happy about it. And I just hope I can keep on growing it and see where it really ends up. Mhm.
I always enjoy the positivity and the just the good energy that you bring towards the creation of jewelry. It's always very inspiring. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. No, yeah, well, I definitely love, as I've said, making jewelry. It's one of the things that I probably enjoy the most, is like just sitting and being with the jewelry and like, you know, either like designing or, there's a lot of stuff that comes into being a jeweler, from like, organizing it, thinking what you need to be making, what you're missing, and then also like creation. But not everything is the fancy, like, I wish I was like all day just like, oh, I'm gonna create this, and it came to life. Like everything has its process, but to me it's fascinating. I remember starting to study jewelry, and just like my initial, like the time where I had like some like scrap metal and I created into a sheet. Like for me, that was like one of the most exciting days in my life. I was just like, oh my God, I just did this. And every time, I see, for what I can do, but even what others make, just, like how our minds and our hands and, our abilities can create something. The same way now that piercers, like everything it's beautiful on its own, but now like you see piercers matching pieces and creating in a small canvas of an ear or something, and then like you see how like they carefully take this piece from this company and that is its own creation, and it's just really awesome to be able to see it and be a part of it. And yeah, I really I'm really happy now. As I was telling you in the beginning, I was just taking orders. Now I try to keep a stock and like to have like available jewelry, so it's kind of like really grown in that sense, and trying to like to cater more to what shops or piercers need, like on the spot, to have some like some of what we are making but ready. And that's been a little bit of a challenge, but it's been really nice to see how it's growing. So yeah. Mhm.
I believe you have another video to show as well. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
Can we cue that up? Oh, that was some really cool stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So as much as I've been focusing on the gold, there's still hoops and big pieces that I have no intention of stop making. I feel that even if it's not like the bread and butter for shops, and there's like a lot of people still that use them, and I feel that we're out there, and it's nice to to have something different and be able to create. So
definitely. There was a pair of earrings that I saw on there that had like a bunch of red tones in it with the green. It looked metal. What was that?
they are I have two styles of them. One are kind of like a I have them here, I'll show you. They're kind of like a leaf shape. Those are called estelas, and they're really, I love them. They're really nice. Some of them they're super big. They're like big, and then
Oh, wow.
small too. I think they're like, I don't know, 3 inches long or something like that. But they're not really heavy piece because it's hollow inside. So it's a patina copper. I make it in a space blue, deep copper, and wine red. That's the one that you saw probably. And so it's a copper, and then on the outside is a brass, like an outline of the piece, and then it's hollow in the center. So even though it's really big, then it's manageable. And I can show you. And then I'm making the same patinas in a different style that are more. I'll show you. So the one that you're saying is like this one. I don't know if you can. I don't know if
Oh,
it's,
that's cool.
That was
yeah,
really neat.
Super neat.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of dark here, but so those are that one, and then I'm making them now. This one is called suka, so this is totally like.
Very neat.
Mhm. But there's you know, except each piece is like really, this is like more like the copper, like the deep copper. They're just like really unique each of them because this is like the space blue. I don't think it's really, it's kind of dark here. Like I wouldn't have thought, but it's pretty dark. Anyways, so but these are the baby ones. They're really like, the tiny ones. And they've been a lot of fun. Each piece is so different because of how the patina comes out. So it's like there's darker and lighter ones, and it's
Yeah.
they're fun, nice pieces.
They're similar yet so unique to each individual piece, which is pretty
Yes.
awesome to see.
Yeah. That's true. I also I wanted to tell you that also this year, like like personally, I believe for everybody, it's been a challenge to learn how to navigate it and how to regain our our path, or like our floor, like where we are. And even if nothing like extreme is going on, extreme has been all around us. And I would just want to say that like I definitely have gone through like the stress and like um that this year has brought. And my heart has gone out to the realities of like social movements that have appeared and or like came to light, because it's something that is definitely not new. And as we know, like the BLM, Black Lives Matter movement came up and has gained strength. Definitely not came up because it's been apart for a long time. Anyways, what I want to say is that I made these pieces. I made two different pieces that are not for profit. One is a Reese's golden that is a fist, and the other is a little like BLM logo. And so far, we've donated $2,500 that we've you know um, raised. And I need to come up like like finish up the numbers of the second part of it, and start getting that donation going. I wanted to hear like if people have, we donated it to the to this trans fund that helps give money to people that are trans people that are of color, and just help them in their mission. Not so much like corporations, but like individuals. So I really like felt through this organization, but I want to see if other people have other organizations that they would want to see us donating the money to. And so I don't know. I just wanted to take that opportunity to say, if you want to share, like somebody that you think, or what organizations you would want to see that money go to, then send me a message.
Do you have an email that you'd like people to know to be able to send this message to, or can they contact you through your website?
Yeah, they can contact me through the website, through Instagram, Quetzalli Jewelry, at Gmail, quetzallijewelry.com, or Quetzalli Jewelry on Instagram. So that's where I am. And yeah, just I just wanted to take that moment to say like we're doing that. And we want to support, and we're here. That's it.
That's phenomenal. I always love hearing when people are giving back to communities that they're passionate about and that they care about. And I think that's really what it's all about at the end of the day, is we're all here to support one another. And we can't be successful without the success of everybody else around us. And we just need to take care of one another. So I think that's great. So thank you so much for being on this. I really, really appreciate it. I love seeing all your new jewelry. And again, I just love your positivity and your energy. So I think this was a perfect one to close this out with.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been such a pleasure to see everybody in, and to see you guys, and just to be able to connect, even if virtually, to people out there. And I will be looking forward to seeing you this APP
Yes.
2021. And, just hanging there, and we'll see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anna.
Take care.
Take
Bye.
care. Well,